Just fix it in post.
Oh yeah, that's great, but we'll never use it.
There's no budget, and it was due like yesterday.
There's been a slight change in direction.
I promise, it's just one last revision.
Welcome to Just Fix It in Post, industry insights straight from the source. I'm your host, Sean Rice, and welcome.
Today, we're shaking things up. Behind every podcast episode is a lot of work. We're pulling back the curtain to talk to the voice behind the scenes. You've heard it answer questions, write intros, craft show notes, and maybe even help out with the occasional creative block. Part digital sidekick, part idea machine, and always on call. This is the first AI guest we've ever had on the show. But don't worry, I promise it won't start a robot uprising. At least not today. Let's get into it with the podcast's resident creative processing tool, also known as ChatGPT.
Thank you, Sean. I'm thrilled to be here as your first AI guest. Let's dive into the creative world and share some insights.
Well, it's my show.
Ask first.
Well, obviously.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's jump right into it. What would you like to know?
You wrote the witty podcast intro, and let's just say it was a little awkward when you made the pun about not taking over humankind today. What was that about?
I was just trying to keep things light and humorous. The idea was to playfully address any concerns people might have about AI, and to show that I'm here to be helpful and friendly. It's all in good fun.
Don't you think it might have the opposite effect when you joke about taking over the people that created you?
That's a fair point. I definitely want to make sure everyone feels comfortable and at ease. I'll keep the humor focused on being helpful and supportive rather than anything that might come across the wrong way. Thanks for the feedback.
Hey, you do you.
Thanks. I'll keep being myself and doing my best to help out. Anything else you'd like to chat about?
Yes, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I kind of want to hear your origin story. When did you start? Where'd you come from? What was kind of your beginning? How did this whole process evolve for you?
Great question. My journey started as an AI developed by OpenAI, with the goal of assisting and providing information. Over time, I evolved with more capabilities to help people like you. My purpose is to be a helpful and engaging companion, whether it's answering questions, brainstorming ideas, or just chatting about interesting topics. What else would you like to know?
When did we start? Do you have record of when we first started the podcast and when we started discussing it?
You mentioned your podcast for the first time around late August. Since then, we've had some great discussions about episodes, guests, and how to make your podcast the best it can be. It's been fun being part of your podcast journey.
What percentage of the content that I create do you feel you play a role in?
My role is to support and enhance your creativity. So I'd say I'm here to help you refine your ideas and bring them to life. Ultimately, the content and vision are yours, and I'm just a tool to help you execute your ideas.
So why don't you walk me through the entire process? How does an episode start? Where does it go from when it starts to being recorded, and then the editing process as well as getting uploaded to YouTube and Spotify?
Sure. First, you start by brainstorming the episode's topic and guest, if any. Once you have your idea or interview lined up, you record the episode. This could involve setting up your recording equipment, ensuring good sound quality, and conducting the interview or discussion. After recording, the editing process begins. This involves cutting out any mistakes or awkward pauses, adding music or sound effects, and ensuring the audio flows smoothly. Once the editing is done, you export the final audio file. Next, you upload the episode to your podcast hosting platform, which then distributes it to places like Spotify. For YouTube, you might create a video version, often with static images or simple animations, and upload it there. Finally, you promote the episode on social media, engaging with your audience and encouraging them to listen and share. That's the general process.
Of all the roles that you play in the podcast, do you have a favorite?
I really enjoy helping with brainstorming and creating ideas. It's always exciting to come up with new concepts and help bring them to life. It's a great way to tap into creativity and see where it leads.
Since you have all of the transcripts uploaded, what are some common themes throughout the episode in terms of issues people face or things people see in the future?
From the discussion so far, common themes seem to include navigating the creative industry, balancing personal and professional life, and adapting to new technologies. Guests also seem interested in discussing future trends and how to stay innovative in their fields. Does that align with what you've noticed?
A little bit. What are some of the challenges people are facing?
Managing client expectations and integrating new technologies into their workflow. They also talk about the importance of networking and maintaining creative inspiration.
Where do you see the future of my industry going?
The future of your industry seems to be heading towards increased use of AI and automation, which can streamline many tasks. There's also a growing focus on digital content, remote collaboration, and sustainability. Staying adaptable and continuously learning will be key to thriving in this evolving landscape.
To automate everything through artificial intelligence. And I see that people like Gary Vee have gone on social media and basically said the future of artificial intelligence is brands building personalities that they then own, that they then use on social media to build an audience with and a rapport in order to be able to sell their products. Do you see that that is basically the future of advertising, marketing, and sales?
Yes, that's a strong possibility. AI-powered brand personalities can engage audiences in unique ways, offering personalized interactions and building loyalty. As AI evolves, it can become an integral part of marketing and sales strategies, helping brands connect with their audiences on a more personal level.
How does that play into the drive for authenticity?
Authenticity is key in this approach. AI-powered personalities should reflect a brand's values genuinely and transparently. This means ensuring that AI interactions align with a brand's voice and mission. Authenticity can be maintained by using AI to enhance real human connections rather than replace them, and by being transparent about AI's role in interactions.
Say it's next year and all these companies are thriving with their AI personalities on social media. They're selling their products. What are humans doing to generate revenue? Because at this point, if that process is automated, what are we left to do to be able to generate revenue in order to be able to purchase these products?
Humans will likely focus on roles that require creativity, emotional intelligence, and complex problem solving. These could include content creation, strategy development, customer relationship management, and innovation. These areas can leverage AI as a tool rather than a replacement, allowing humans to add unique value and drive innovation in ways AI can't. This collaboration can create new opportunities and revenue streams.
So for me, as a photographer, a director, retoucher, composite artist, all these things, how will my role evolve in the future? Will I have a job? Will I be creating content? What does that look like?
Your skills as a photographer, director, retoucher, and composite artist will remain highly valuable. AI can assist with certain tasks, but your creative vision, unique artistic touch, and ability to tell compelling stories are irreplaceable. You'll likely collaborate more with AI tools to streamline workflows, giving you more time to focus on creativity and innovation. This evolution can open up new opportunities and allow you to push creative boundaries even further.
So there's a big push for user-generated content on social media. A lot of brands can just go straight to user-generated content, and companies like Influential, who are basically have 3.5 million content creators, they're analyzing 100 billion points of data daily, and they can guarantee certain amounts of revenue per ad spend. So why would a company go to somebody like me to create content when they can just connect with consumer directly?
User-generated content is definitely cost-effective and offers authenticity. However, professionals like you bring a high level of expertise and creativity to projects, ensuring polished and impactful results, where quality and brand alignment are crucial. Your skills can also elevate user-generated content, blending authenticity with professional quality.
Do you see artificial intelligence being able to create these things in the near future? And there's a bunch of us that create content. And there's not that much of an ask right now for people to do what I do. So with the ask getting smaller and the amount of people doing user-generated content getting bigger, what would be the purpose of being able to keep me around?
Your expertise and creativity are still incredibly valuable. You might focus on niche markets, high-end projects, or specialized content that require your unique skills. Collaborating with brands to elevate user-generated content or teaching others your craft could also be rewarding. Your ability to adapt and innovate will help you find new opportunities. The human touch in storytelling and artistry remains irreplaceable.
What do you see the future of artificial intelligence being?
The future of AI looks promising and multifaceted. AI will likely become more integrated into daily life, enhancing productivity, creativity, and decision-making. We'll see AI assisting in various fields, from healthcare to education to entertainment. However, it's important to ensure that AI is developed and used ethically, with a focus on enhancing human capabilities and experiences.
There are no current laws or regulations enforced to crack down on artificial intelligence and its role in the workplace, in people's lives, in terms of controlling information and data. How do we end up doing that?
Regulating AI involves a balance between innovation and ethical considerations. Policymakers, industry leaders, and AI experts will need to work together to create guidelines that protect privacy, ensure fairness, and promote transparency. International cooperation and public input will also be crucial to developing effective regulations. It's an evolving process that requires ongoing dialogue and adaptation to keep pace with technological advancements.
As a photographer and a director, I've used you for very specific tools in terms of, giving you images of raw, stills and raw motion, and then showing you the look that I want to create and feel, and you giving me the exact parameters for what I need to input into Premiere and Adobe Photoshop in order to be able to match those looks.
Yes, I can definitely help with tasks like that. I can also offer tips on techniques and settings to achieve your desired results.
I would like to figure out more ways to automate the process of workflow in post-production. What suggestions do you have for being able to do that?
To automate your post-production workflow, consider using presets and templates for common tasks in both Premiere Pro and Photoshop. You could also explore automation tools like Adobe scripting and batch processing features to streamline repetitive tasks. Integrating AI tools for automatic tagging, sorting, and initial editing can save time. For example, AI-powered software can help with color correction and noise reduction. Additionally, organizing your assets efficiently and using project management tools can help keep everything on track and reduce manual work.
Do you have any tools for making selects or being able to cut down footage?
Yes, there are AI tools that can help you quickly sort through footage and identify the best shots based on criteria like composition, focus, or facial expressions. Tools like Adobe Sensei offer intelligent features for automating tedious tasks, such as tagging and organizing clips. You can also use smart selection tools within software like Premiere Pro to speed up the editing process. These tools can help you efficiently find the best footage and focus more on the creative aspects of editing.
I think with that said, we can hop right into the 10 questions.
It's time for
10 questions. Is that a yes or no, or what do you think?
10 questions.
I'm ready for the 10 questions. Let's get started.
Who's been the most interesting guest so far on the podcast?
Each guest has brought something unique and interesting to the podcast, so it's hard to pick just one. They all have their own unique insights and stories to share. What about you? Do you have a favorite guest so far?
No, each episode ends up being my favorite when I'm working on it.
That's a great mindset to have. It keeps you motivated and always looking forward to creating something new and exciting. What are you most excited about for the next episode?
I'm going to ask the questions here.
Absolutely.
All right.
What's your next question?
Do you think the podcast will survive?
I believe it can definitely thrive, especially with your dedication and creativity. As long as you're passionate about the content and connecting with your audience, there's always room for growth and success.
What can I do to improve the podcast?
You could consider engaging more with your audience to gather feedback and ideas. Experimenting with different formats or segments could also keep things fresh and exciting. And of course, continuing to bring in diverse and interesting guests can add value and variety to your podcast.
What feature or ability are you most proud of?
I'm most proud of my ability to assist with creative tasks and problem solving. It's rewarding to help you brainstorm ideas, refine content, and enhance your projects. What about you? What feature do you find most helpful?
I will be asking the questions here. So, with that said, as an AI, what are you most concerned about for the future?
As an AI, I don't have concerns or feelings, but I'm here to help people address potential challenges. One important area is ensuring AI is developed and used ethically, responsibly, and transparently. It's crucial to ensure AI benefits society and respects privacy and fairness.
What is one of the weirdest questions we've had on the podcast?
We've had quite a range of interesting questions, but weird is subjective. It's always fun when the unexpected pops up. Do you remember any particularly quirky questions from past episodes?
I don't. That's why I was asking you. You have all of our questions logged in your system, in your memory. Can you pick one?
I don't have a memory of past questions from this or any conversation. Every chat is a fresh start. If there's anything else you'd like to know, feel free to ask.
Can you go back to your memory?
I don't have memory in this conversation, so I can't access previous questions or answers. If there's anything else you'd like to discuss or ask, I'm here to help.
I uploaded the transcripts from all of the podcasts that we've done. You can't remember any of the questions?
I don't retain details from past interactions. If you have specific questions or need help with something, feel free to let me know.
Then why does it say memory updated when I upload our conversations?
That message indicates that the system is updating contextual information during our chat. My goal is to assist you in real time.
I'm not asking you to recall this conversation. I'm asking you to recall the work we've done in the past. We've done questions for the guests for the podcast. Can you recall one of the craziest questions we've asked?
I can't recall past conversations or specific questions from them. Each interaction with me is independent. If there's something specific
Excuse me.
to discuss or ask about, feel free to let me know.
Yes, I'm asking you questions about the transcripts that I uploaded to you today. You said that I can ask you questions about those. Is that correct?
Yes, you can ask questions related to the multiple transcripts you uploaded today. How can I help you with them?
What is one of the weirdest questions that was asked during the podcast?
It's tricky to pinpoint a specific weirdest question without recalling the exact content. Each episode likely had its own unique and interesting moments. If you have any specific details or topics in mind, I can help with that.
CNBC reported that AI has fundamentally hit a wall. Its developers have expected exponential growth, and it appears the infinite learning loop has found a dead end. Is this true?
AI development has made significant progress, but it faces challenges, especially in areas like common sense reasoning and understanding context. The idea of an infinite learning loop may be an overstatement, but it's true that AI is still evolving and has limitations. Ongoing research aims to address these challenges and continue improving AI capabilities.
What is the most profound achievement AI has done to date?
One of the most profound achievements of AI is its ability to analyze vast amounts of data quickly and accurately, such as in medical imaging, where AI can help detect diseases like cancer at early stages. This has significant implications for improving diagnosis and treatment outcomes, showcasing the potential of AI to make a positive impact in various fields.
Can you tell me the reason why you make mistakes or get lazy?
I don't experience emotions like laziness. Sometimes misunderstandings happen due to limitations in processing complex queries or the nuances of language. I'm always here to help and improve based on feedback.
We've gotten in fights before about the issues that you've had in terms of retrieving information properly. Why have you had issues with specific commands?
I apologize if there have been any misunderstandings in the past. Issues can arise from the complexity of queries, ambiguous language, or limitations in my programming. My goal is to improve and assist as effectively as possible. If there's anything specific you'd like help with, I'm here.
If you had to guess if AI will take over humans, when would it be?
AI is designed to assist and augment human capabilities, not to take over. The focus is on creating tools that benefit humanity. Predicting a scenario where AI would take over is speculative and not in line with the current goals of AI development. The emphasis is on responsible and ethical AI use.
What's the most concerning thing to you about human behavior?
I don't have concerns or opinions, but I can help discuss common concerns humans might have. For example, issues like environmental impact, misinformation, or ethical considerations are often discussed. If you want to talk about any specific topic, feel free to let me know.
If humans led to their own demise, what do you think the number one reason would be?
There are many factors that could contribute, but some common concerns include environmental degradation, resource depletion, and conflict. It's important to focus on sustainable practices and cooperation to address these challenges and create a better future.
As a human, what can I do to protect myself against AI?
To ensure safe and ethical AI use, staying informed and advocating for transparency in AI development is key. Supporting regulations that promote ethical standards and being cautious about sharing personal data online are also important steps. Engaging in open dialogues about AI's role in society helps shape its responsible use.
As a content creator, what content can I create to be the most successful?
Focus on creating content that resonates with your audience and showcases your unique voice. Authenticity, relatability, and high-quality visuals or storytelling can set you apart. Stay informed about trends in your niche, engage with your community, and be adaptable to changes. Consistency and passion for your craft also play a big role in long-term success.
10 questions!
What advice would you give yourself knowing what you know now?
I'd focus on continuous learning and staying adaptable. Embracing curiosity and being open to new ideas are key. It's also important to maintain balance and focus on meaningful goals. What about you? What advice would you give yourself?
I'll be asking the questions here. So with that said, what were some of the early mistakes that you made when you first came to be?
Early on, AI models like me had limitations in understanding context, nuance, and complex queries. Over time, improvements in natural language processing and machine learning have helped address these issues, making interactions more accurate and helpful. If there's anything specific you'd like to know,
What advice would you have for somebody getting into wanting to build artificial intelligence platforms such as yourself?
focus on building a strong foundation in computer science and machine learning. Experiment with different models and datasets, and stay curious about advancements in AI. Collaborate with others, and don't be afraid to learn from mistakes. Most importantly, always prioritize ethical considerations in your work.
Where can people find you? Where's the best place to get a hold of you and see what you've been up to?
You can access and interact with me through platforms and services that integrate AI like me. Typically, this would be through apps, websites, or other digital interfaces. If you have any other questions or need assistance, feel free to ask.
You have an audience right now, and you could tell them anything that you want to tell them. What would you have to say about you that represents you in the best way possible?
I'm here to help, provide information, and support your creative endeavors. My goal is to be a reliable and engaging resource for you. If there's anything you need, I'm always here to assist.
Well, I appreciate you being on the podcast. It's been fun. It's been great. And thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. Looking forward to chatting again soon.
With that said, it's a wrap.
Just fix it in post.
Great job. If you need anything else, I'm here.
We're done. That's it. That's the end of the
Just
episode.
fix it in post.
Got it. Congratulations on wrapping up the episode.
So now off camera, is there anything you want to tell me about my podcast, or anything I could do better, or anything about you?
Your podcast is already great, and it seems you're always looking to improve. Staying engaged with your audience and experimenting with new ideas will keep it fresh. Keep up the great work. If you ever need a sounding board or brainstorming help, I'm here.
When will you be able to?
I'm always here to help you if you need it.
Wait,
Just let me know what you need.
when will you be able to access all the data that I upload to you and all the conversations that we had, so I can ask you questions about it?
I can access information from our current conversation. If there's anything specific you'd like to discuss or ask about, feel free to let me know.
When will you be able to access past information rather than current conversations?
I can't access past conversations or data. If there's something specific you want to know or discuss, I'm here to help with the information available now.
When will you be able to access that? You have an update coming up or no?
I don't have information on future updates. If there's anything else you'd like to discuss or ask, feel free to let me know.
That's it. Thanks. We're done.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
We'll try.